Stop the presses! I'm on time today! Don't send the search parties! I'm on time today! Hello! I'm not late! I didn't have the delayed Zephyr start that was plaguing me for the last 2 weeks. I'm here! Don't send the search parties out. I'm here. I'm perfectly fine. I am lucky I got my water before I started stream. Because water. Hi! We're back with Honkai Star Rail, baby! It's been a bit. We haven't played Honkai Star Rail in a month. And by we, I mean as in stream, because I did do some of the... I did do some of the event offline. I will say, as far as anniversary minigames go, I was not a huge fan of the... I don't know what it was. I wasn't a huge fan. That's just what I will admit this. I completely zoned out because I was planning on going back in after a couple of days and letting everything like pile up. And then I kind of like zoned out and completely forgot about it. Not a huge fan of this one, of this anniversary game in particular, but that might just be my own particular taste. Because sure, the management one from last year was just there, but there was... I felt like the last one was a little bit more interactive. Just a little bit. The streamer one was not, like, a huge favorite. I don't know why. Maybe it felt like too Inception-y. Too much stream within a stream kind of vibe. I don't know. I can't articulate today. Anyway, we're not here for that. We're here for the Zephyr version of Keeping Up with the Star Rail, which is playing through the story mode. Yeah, the last one was better. Okay, so I'm kind of like not fully alone in that. I never got to... Oh, I will be honest. I never got to use Aventurine in the entire anniversary game at all. I just like... I don't know, because all the other stuff was like suggesting use these ones because these ones will blast you through faster, and then it's just like, but I want to... None of these have Rini in it, and I was very disappointed. I was very, very disappointed because he was apparently not well put together enough to play in that little idle game. He paid me lots of money though. He was my biggest super chatter, and then suddenly Topaz bumped in, and then Jade did. I think, anyway. I didn't take their bribes. Yeah, anyway. I don't know where I was going with that thought. My brain, like, literally toned out for a second there. I literally had dial tone. But yeah, we're doing Star Rail. Also, I will say, do you guys want to see the astronomical total of saves I have so far? Let me pop open this door. I want to show you guys the totals. I have 261 in Stellar Jades and standard inventory. I have 58 in regular tickets. I am sitting practically on 300 tickets right now. And I only sacrificed a handful to get Silver Wolf. So I am sitting pretty for whatever future may hold. The only reason I will say this, the only reason why Blade is tempting is for this. It's a stupid little accessory. It's like, it's so tempting, but like, are you worth pulling Bladie just for that? I don't know. Blade fans are eating well today, I will admit. That art is, delicious. But yes, Blade fans are enjoying themselves. I am not up there with the Blade fan crowd. For those who enjoy Blade, congratulations, you guys win. Because goddamn, that art, the splash art is always phenomenal. Splash art, always phenomenal. You're getting Himeko instead. That's fine. I will say, I made the joke about, I already made the joke once before, or maybe it was because I heard, Camden, the lovely voice actor for Aventurine, say it, or accidentally mixed him up. He accidentally mixed up Himeko with Argenti, and now that Himeko Nova has been drip marketed, I am just staring at that like, you know what? I can kind of see it. I can officially see like the mix-up that's going to happen. Not because if she didn't look like Argenti back then, she kind of looks like him now. Although I will admit, if they keep the black stardust, the gradient of black into her hair with all that stardust stuff, I will be a fanatic for that because I love little tidbits of hair pieces like that. It's some of the things that make a Honkai Star Rail like really nice. I am still holding off a lot for Pearl though. I am hopeful that Pearl does get a release. If not, she's in Scroolum jail along with Mr. Rekka, and I'm sitting at the bars rattling the cages being like, let me have them! I am calm. I am composed. I am calm. I am composed. I am listening to the lovely music playing by Honkai Star Rail. So lovely. Now, luckily, I have not been spoiled thus far with how the story goes. Which, thank God for that, because the only things that I've heard people say were their like post reactions, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. They're not like giving away like major spoilers. They're just like saying things. So from here on, please, for the love of everything good, no spoilers. It happened during 4.1 a little bit. And it's like, I kind of already saw the beat coming, but it's like, I still would have preferred to, you know, watch it happen. Also, so far, ever since 4.3, we have not had any stream problems. Here's hoping that it stays that way. Blade, please do not be powerful to crash my system. Aha, please do not take me struggling with my streams as a cosmic joke. Thank you very much. I am praying to that deity worth every bit of salt in my body. Anyway. Anything I wanted to talk about? Oh yeah, I forgot. I have Stell up today because, Elation Stell is a lot of fun. I love Elation Stell, and also I got Silver Wolf on deck, along with Anaxa, and of course, Greenie! Boop. Well, we're actually gonna run around as Stell! Gasp, shock. We're actually gonna be running around as Stell. We're not gonna run around as Aventurine in the entire storyline. Thrice. I will be honest. Elation Stell really got to me, and I'm like, you know what? This is great. Actually, I think I have an. Hang on. I think I have a light cone for her. Speaking of, let me analyze these light cones real quick. Sylvie's got that one. I guess we'll put this one on, because that's my only good elation one right now. Increases it wears elation by 12% when wear uses elation skill damage. Varies their ultimate. Yeah, that one's fine. That one's fine on Sylvie, and then we just attach. Boop. I forgot where I got this one. Do I have anything to enhance it with? Can I superimpose it? Was this a special one? Or was this just... Where did I get this one? I genuinely don't remember where I got this one. We'll just, smart equip Stell. Oh, that's the event one? Okay. Let's do a fast equip. Let's do smart. Okay. We'll apply the plan for now, and then... Because I don't have these items. Okay, that's fair. I don't have the newest set for her. That's fine. Oh yeah, I forgot I have extra outfits. I still love this because this is just like all Trailblazer, head empty, no thoughts. Glasses are kind of cute. I'm not huge on a lot of these. Those are kind of just funny. But I am cat cake friendly. I am enjoyer of the cat cakes. I mean, at least the Trailblazer has got like stuff for them. They're not like Traveler who gets shafted for all cosmetics. Oh, did I say that out loud? Well, it's true. Actually, let me check. Aptitude Showcase, Gift of Odyssey. Let's see. Ooh. Currency War, zero-sum game profit trophy. Damn. Next expansion is in 40 days. Okay. I'm never gonna finish Currency Wars. Not because I don't want to. It's just because my brain cells are like constantly having a bad day. Oh, thank you. Thank you for borrowing. I'm pretty sure like 90% of them are either borrowing Aventurine or they're borrowing Anaxa. There's no way they're borrowing 4-star Herda. Anyway, let me check. Is Stell... Okay, good. I was gonna say, please tell me Stell remains at the level she is, because I don't want to have to, you know... Let's... Auto-add. Auto-add my beloved. One sec. I love auto-add. It's such a beloved item. Gotta make sure we ascend this one. Alright, keep going. Look, I have barely touched like a majority of these resources. I can literally just start using a bunch of them. I do need to go and get Silverwolf like fully capped up though. Auto add. I had so many materials just lingering around in there in the old case there. There we go. And then we'll level up this one because it's Silverwolf. She kind of at least needs it. Oh, my knee. This one I have spare copies of, so this one I can... Zephy casually has, like, 40 million, yeah. Casual notice. My resources. And boop! And... What's this? Oh, hang on. I'll clear that. I have like a couple dozen of these. 9 and 10. Easy peasy. Zephy just chilling. And hang on. A little more. We're just gonna hold that. There we go. Perfect. Nice job. Okay, now this one I do have some superimpose I can give. I only got 2. That shows how how much I was paying attention to the event itself. All right, there we go. So Silver Wolf has got her lovely idol, her light cone. I don't have any gear for her completely. It'll be fine. It's story mode. It's not like I'm like needing. I'll activate this just for the sake of it. Oh yeah, I get boosts. It's been a hot minute. You can tell. There we go. Adventure logs. All right. Now that we kind of finished the semi-housekeeping segment, we can now continue with the Trailblaze mission. The Leaf Below the Living. Go. Navigate. We will view the story recap for those who may have need a refresher.
During the Fest, Asheville discovered what the happiness surgery truly entails. Implanting the flesh and blood of the abominations of abundance. Given the gravity of the situation, we decided to go to Graphia Academy and first launch an investigation into Full Wish.
Yes, and we essentially, at the end of the day, we only chopped off a branch. We haven't quite gotten to the root of the problem yet.
During the course of events, we unexpectedly crossed paths with Full Wish herself. Also a survivor of the Bloodstained Games, she openly joined the Phantasmoon Games and invited supplicants to travel to Seafeld City, where the winner would be decided in a televised debate.
Yeah, that televised debate went so well. Like I said, Full Wish was a really great antagonist. And I'm kind of glad she didn't overstay her welcome, because I have a feeling that if they stretched her plot, I will say this because I had like a little thought about this afterwards when I was done playing the story for this one. If they stretched out her plot too thin, it would be a little tiring. So while I am sad that it ended so quickly, it's also a good thing that it ended so quickly, because otherwise we are in an Amphorius level of plot line that is stretched to the maximum. I'm sorry, Finan. Your story's great, honey. You're just like, there was some stumbling along the way.
During our exchange with Full Wish, Himiko realized that Full Wish might be a masked fool. As a result, I asked Sparksy to investigate the tavern for leads. And through that, we identified Full Wish's ability, the happiness syntax. Evanesia and Yao Guang established a cooperation agreement.
The ruler.
After Evanesia's attempt to assess Full Wish, in her capacity as the arbitrator, failed, they encountered Blade and his group, and learned that the flesh implanted in the happiness surgery originated from Shuhu, an emanator of abundance.
I still love Evanesia's freaking ruler. It's so cute. I would want one of those, but the problem is some of those would be covering up the numbers.
Himiko and I went to the TV station to take part in the debate and met up with Sunday and Asheville, who had arrived ahead of us. However, the debate turned out to be a carefully orchestrated trap. In full view of the public, all those who had undergone the surgery transformed into terrifying monsters. And Full Wish framed both the IPC and the Astral Express as the masterminds behind it all.
If it smells like a trap and you walk into it, it's probably a trap.
When the disaster erupted, Evanesia willingly violated a forbidden taboo and revealed the real purpose of the Phantasmoon Games: to suppress the terrifying entity slumbering within plain Arcadia. Through this act, she unlocked the original power of the ambrosial arbor within herself and intervened in the unfolding situation.
Good for her. It's time to break some rules.
At the same time, Silverwolf, entrusted by Pearl, set out to investigate the anomalous signal responsible for the monster's emergence, only to be obstructed by Mr. Meanie. As the force backing Full Wish, he wields tremendous power, powerful enough to interfere with the Stellaron Hunter's script.
Oh yeah, I forgot, because there was like that whole thing where Kafka came in and she was saying she was late, whereas actual scripts done by Elio are like to the letter.
Meanwhile, Full Wish continued to livestream our movements in the TV tower, distorting the truth by every possible means. Drawing upon the wish power of 200,000 victims, she manifested the Meanie Phantasmoon in an attempt to defeat us individually. Thankfully, Silverwolf regained the power of the Ether cartridge, level 999, and dealt with it before it was too late.
It's so nice, and also I will say once again, that opening to her level 999 was mwah, delicious.
After overcoming every obstacle in our path, we reached the top of the TV tower and confronted Full Wish head-on. Drawing on the people's wish power, she briefly held the upper hand. Ultimately, I used the Stellaron within me to bear that wish power, thereby stepping onto the path of elation and defeating her once and for all.
I'm happy they added these like story recaps, because I'm kind of sad they didn't have these in Penacony. But like, I'm glad they implemented them now, because it's just like, if you take like a little break, you can now have a story recap to go with it.
Even so, those who had undergone the surgery did not recover. At Blade's proposal, everyone joined forces to concentrate all of Shuhu's flesh within his body, freeing the victims from the influence of the happiness surgery.
It was quite the battle, though. Stella almost died again because near-death experiences and Stellaron apparently make I am walking this path now.
Just when I thought the crisis was over, Evanessia requested that I warn the creator of the world in canvas. According to her, Assad Pramod, the Lord Ravager who once attempted to eliminate plain Arcadia, has returned again.
Oh yeah, I forgot. There's like a whole like actual big bad villain. We have a freaking Lord Ravager on our tails. We shall go start the mission.
The city has been severely affected by the incident.
Oh.
Citizens are advised to remain patient and await assistance.
Could you
Moving on
imagine?
to our special segment, the Phantasmoon Brief.
Okay. Can you imagine like having? Now this would go like smoother if it was like back to back, but because the way it is, it's more funny. Just like, could you imagine? Like, March has been chilling in here for like a month, literally waiting for everything to happen. Hi, March. How's everything going?
You're back.
Hi.
The incident that happened at Full Wish TV is causing a huge stir. Come watch the news.
Oh yeah, have we been like kind of hunkered down inside the train this entire time for the entire anniversary?
Hello, everyone!
Oh god.
Welcome to our brand new segment, the Phantasmoon Brief. I'm your host, Poofy!
They're still here! Why the fuck are they still around? Although I swear I'm hearing the screams of the damned in the background.
Hi everyone, this is your old friend Snowy.
I thought those were Full Wishes things. I guess they're just TV program bits, I guess. Okay.
Well then, as the Phantasmoon games reach a boiling point, and for reasons that need no explanation, we are now joining Duo Mention TV to bring you live coverage of the latest and most critical news updates.
Oh boy.
Yes, we are. And after the director of Full Wish TV and sponsor of the Research Society of Happy Smiles, Full Wish announced that she was joining the Phantasmoon Games. That terrifying tragedy of 15 years ago once again swept through the psionic game.
Are they aware of what happened to... I don't think they're aware of what happened to Full Wish. Full Wish ain't coming back.
The supplicant debate, slated to take place at the Seafeld TV tower, was cut short when out-of-control Imaginée known as Joy Ascendants appeared suddenly and launched an attack.
Oh, right. Yeah. That was actually, like, very good. It wasn't, like, horror, but it was, like, really good, like, dark stuff. Like I said, I am glad Hoyoverse, at least for the Honkai Star Rail, has been showing that they're not afraid to step into, like, a little bit of darker stuff.
This Imagenesis plague centered on Seafeld City spread rapidly, Even Fullwish herself turned into a monster atop the Seafeld TV tower.
Oh, that's how you guys are covering it. Okay.
As of the latest reports, nearly 200,000 human and Imaginary inhabitants across plain Arcadia have been affected by the plague. Countless individuals are injured or missing, and total losses are estimated to have reached 8.6 billion credits.
Looks at wallet. Sorry, can't help there. Not my fault. Not my circus, not my monkeys. I'm just gonna walk away now.
And in a chilling echo of the Bloodstained Games 15 years ago, footage left behind by Foolish points to the disaster as the work of supplicants from beyond the sky.
Oh, so you're still against me. Okay. I see how Foolish TV is choosing to still run things. Once you're dedicated to Foolish, I guess there's no going back. Once you're, like, marked for public scrutiny, that's the end of it.
She identified the culprits as the famed cosmic hero, the trailblazer of the Astral Express, and the wanted criminal, Stellaron Hunter Blade, claiming they were responsible for the tragedy.
I really wish I had that middle finger asset right now. I wish I had that asset. I really should communicate with Avis Mama and just be like, hey, can I have a toggle for a middle finger? Because this is what it feels like right now with these little rats. That's how I feel with these little rats right now.
But a spokesperson for the Department of Aberration Defense said the disaster
Oh.
was planned and executed by Foolish herself through her organization, the Research Society of Happy Smiles. They added that the investigation will continue and the organization will be shut down.
Right. Oh, right. Right. I forgot. There's another B plot that we're worrying about. It's I can't believe I forget her name. It's the very first character we ran into. Starts with a K. My brain cells are not fully. Hang on. Can I look this up? I cannot remember her name. I know it starts with a K. I am having a momentary lapse. Hang on. Kuchiba. Kuchiba is her name. So, Kuchiba is on to Pearl about something, and it's interesting because I knew there was something fishy with Kuchiba, because there's no way they decided to give us, like, very fancy, nice, story relevant NPC designs. So there's something going on with Kuchiba in the background, and we don't know that, and we probably won't know it for a while.
Oh, how familiar that sounds. 15 years ago, they made the same excuses. What is the real story behind this? The Phantom Moon Brief will continue to keep you updated.
Okay, can I, like, take these puppets away? I really want to take these puppets away so bad.
Over 500 years ago, a prophet made a prediction. In year 1999, a terrifying devil will descend from the sky. Will this prophecy come true? Can Plain Arcadia safely make it through this crucial year? We will have to wait and see.
Oh my goodness, they're conspiracy theorists too.
Shame on them. How can they just say things like that on TV when it's not even confirmed? And the internet is flooded with fake news about you too.
March, honey, I am sorry to say this, but welcome to the day and age of misinformation and tabloid reporting. It is a bitch, isn't it? Good lord. You know what? I understand her frustration. I really do. And I hate to say it, but it's like, welcome to the era of misinformation. Or disinformation, I think is how it's also pronounced. Is also another way of going about it. But yeah. People don't confirm their goddamn sources.
Also, those two hosts, weren't they from Fullwish TV? They were spreading nasty stories about you on the news before. And now look, They've immediately jumped ship after what happened to Full Wish.
Yeah, but they're still calling me out like I'm still a rat. It's honestly, it's classic media behavior, let's be honest.
Ever since coming to Plain Arcadia, nothing surprises me anymore.
Good. Yeah, you know what? After so long of traveling, literally nothing surprises me anymore either.
I'm happy you made it back safely. But somehow, you just don't seem quite the same.
Why?
Oh no. You're trying to grow up and leave me behind.
Oh.
Don't tell me you're becoming the next Don Hung.
Oh, March, no! If I grow up, I take you with me.
No! Is this what it takes to become a hero?
March, I will put you in my pocket and I will take you with me. Is turning into Don Hung really that bad?
If you're all grown up and serious, we just can't click like we used to anymore.
Oh, March.
Oh, right. Tell me about what happened at the TV tower. I've heard Don Hung and Sunday's side of the story, but I haven't heard
right.
yours
Speaking
yet.
of, I'm on the train, so I need to go get my cat cakes. Tell March 7th everything about what happened at Seafeld TV tower.
So, Full Wish had people undergo the happiness surgery to implant Shuhu's flesh into their bodies,
Mm-hmm.
and that ended up causing this disaster?
Yeah, pretty much.
And you guys stopped the mutation from spreading, but all you managed to do was to temporarily seal Shuhu's flesh inside Blade?
I mean, technically, he's already got part of it in him, so it's only logical. Yeah, that's right.
And then you mentioned that Nessia, the one we met at Star Rail Fest, is actually the Phantas Moon Games arbitrator? No wonder she could draw a mask for you. And she also asked you to go deep into the world in Canvas to warn, who was it again?
I can say this, though. The new mask that Trailblazer has when they became, like, when they started walking the path of elation looks so much better than the paper raccoon one. I will say thank you, Evanescia, for giving us that paper raccoon one, but I will say I love the more cyber punky look to it, to the newer one. The name is Graphia.
Who is that?
I wonder. This couldn't be Himiko's great ancestor. God, no wonder Himiko's got so much relevance in this whole entire plot device.
Yes, Graphia, Himiko's ancestor. She's an artist from 1,000 years ago.
Oh, Cell kind of already recaught it back up. Thank you.
Himiko's ancestor? She's still alive? Wait, that's not even the most important part.
Aren't we gonna have to also, like, talk to Himiko about this?
Nessia asked you to warn Graphia that the Lord Ravager, Asat Pramod, is back?
Yep.
Oh, why does the Express have such bad luck? By this point, whenever we go on vacation, I'm always ready to deal with random problems. But running into another Lord Ravager while on vacation? This is way over the line.
Arch, do I need to bring up Iron Tomb? I'm just saying. Do I need to bring up the Iron Tomb situation? Where the world actually ended? Or are we sweeping the whole Iron Tomb situation under the rug? Are we gonna pretend like that didn't exist? But yeah, Marge has become very self-aware. There is no such thing as a vacation on the Astral Express. Ever. We could imagine something's a vacation for like 5 minutes, maybe 10, and then something goes wrong.
Lord Ravager, Evanessia's request, Shuhu's flesh and Blade's body, and the unfinished Phantas Moon Games. Suddenly, there are so many things to deal with.
Welcome to my world. Do we want to reminisce on Penacony?
Feels like we're juggling a bunch of eggs all at once. One slip, and it's all gonna go splat.
Yeah, pretty much.
Are you okay?
I'm okay.
I wish I were as calm as you. I'm gonna go take a minute and collect myself.
Go ahead. I'm gonna go look for cat cakes.
So many things to deal with right now. Oh, what should I do next?
Sounds like you need a rest.
Nah, I've had a long day. I should just get some rest.
Give me like 5 minutes. We're gonna step into the party car. Party car. Not the co-op version, just the regular one. Because I'm gonna go look at my cat cakes. If I get honey dice, then positive stream luck for... Oh, hello. Nameless Aha's death statement. Interesting. Kitties! Release! Oh, we got some... hey, you're very prominent. Her name is White Peach Pudding. That's cute. Gravy Crisp. Alright. Let's go grab them. Oh, wait. We already have Gravy Crisp. Oh. Hello, White Peach Pudding. Stay cheerful so everyone can remember the smile of yours. Because of tasty snacks and you on my side. You on my side. Meow. The eyes are cute, though. Those eyes are gorgeous. Let's stay here. Alright, let's go grab... Serini cat cakes are hard to come by for you? Really? I gotta go find Dad. Gravitational Dad. There you are. I believe you are Sesame. Yoink! Oh, no, you are Gravy Crisp. Hello. Hi, cutie. Not bad. You got a sharp eye. As a senior creation, I shall keep a low profile. Meow. Party Hunter. You can stay here. I gotta find Sesame. Oh, there you are. Yoink. There you are, Sesame. Don't get too close, or I might lose control. Meow. No honey dice. No honey dice. Shame. Creation records. Creation index. So far, we've gotten 2 Gravy Crisps. We have 1 Gateau Gamer. I miss my honey dice, baby. We have the... This one was actually like... okay, I'll be honest. You want to know something really, really crazy? I've seen the Dr. Ratio cat cake before. I originally thought it was a very much a fan work design, and I think either someone managed to predict it or what, but this one's pretty spot on to what I was imagining. Like, this is almost like freakishly spot on to the fan art stuff that I've seen. We got White Peach Pudding, Diviner, Coconut. We got Finan. He's so cute. He's just burgundy little eyes. Red Bean and Sesame. I'm still half dying. I am still like partially dying in a corner. You only found 1. Okay. Yeah. I'm thinking that honey dice especially is also just as rare as White Peach Pudding. Anyway, we should go get some hunk shoes. We need to go get some Z's. Why are we sleeping in the why are we sleeping on the sofa? We could literally go up into our room and sleep. Okay, Stella, do what you want. A sofa with a plush velvet surface is like a cradle. When we sit down, you practically melt into it. Oh gods. The static from the news broadcast marches a relentless questioning the looming presence of the Lord Ravager, the dangerous flesh writhing on Blade's body. Ew. The future of fanservice games, all these tangled problems had knotted themselves into one chaotic mess. You have like a lot of silver wolf cat cakes though. That's cute. What can you do? You're just a poor little raccoon. You want to unravel the mystery, but now you're tangled up in its threads. You struggle uselessly for a bit, then give up, letting fatigue shroud your eyes in darkness. Stell, I didn't know you snored. I like silver wolves and heavy. Yeah, that's fair. That is very fair. Plus the design is also really cute.
Shh, Welt. She's tired. Let her sleep.
Oh. I'm hyper aware of all the noises around me. My brain cell is my yeah. You never know you could sleep this much. I'm hearing the scratching. It's like ASMR in my ears. Ah! Coffee Mom!
You're obviously tired. I never thought this vacation would become the prelude to yet another major war.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. I'm not surprised. So much to deal with, and I don't know where to begin.
From our very first steps, trouble has always followed the Nameless. But this is way too much.
Yeah, I mean, at least Penacony was, like, semi-organized. Penacony, I think, was very straight and narrow. There wasn't, like, a lot to deal with. Amphorius was equally a little bit straight. There wasn't a lot to go with, but this one's like we're juggling with half a dozen other problems, like, all at once.
Look at you now. It takes me back to when I first got the Express running again. Aside from Pom Pom, I was the only crew member on board, constantly stretched thin and feeling out of my depth. All I could do was note every problem in the navigation log, one by one. A world's coordinates that needed an update. A glitch in the Express's warp system. The notes were as dense as the coordinates on the astral charts, leaving me completely overwhelmed. Back then, I never imagined the Astral Express would one day have to face a Lord Ravager.
Again.
But strangely, now that the time has come again, I'm not panicking at all. Come to think of it, it's because of you. Because of all of you. Along the way, we have defeated 2 Lord Ravagers.
Oh yeah, because wasn't Fantilia one of them?
The Nameless who guided me before I set out once told me...
I always forget. I think Fantilia was also like a Lord Ravager. I can't remember very well, but... I always forget that like little tidbit with Fantilia. I always forget.
Keep moving forward, and the obstacles that once felt impossible to conquer will soon be behind you. And along the way, you'll find companions who are just like you. I've seen you grow through the Phantom Moon games, becoming someone others can trust and lean on. And I heard the declaration you made atop the tower. I'm truly proud of you.
Honestly, this is like so far, this has been like the biggest character growth for the Trailblazer that I've ever seen. Like, yeah, the Trailblazer grew up, but this is like a lot of character development, and I'm here for it. I like it when our stand-ins get character development. It's nice. I like not being a blank slate.
That's why I want to share a story from the past with you. A promise from 15 years ago.
Ooh. Is it about how Himiko got the Express running again?
I promised someone that when the moon over my hometown was full again, I would go back to see her. To let her know I had made the most of this borrowed life. And found companions I could trust with all my heart.
Ooh. Juicy details.
I want to share this story with you all. The story of how my journey began.
I can't wait to hear it.
It's a long story, filled with many memories of my past.
I am very curious to see how Himiko Nova is going to or Himeko Nova is going to end up, you know, becoming a thing in the story. Because you can't just drop, like, new Himeko SP and be like, yeah, this just dropped. Don't worry about it. It's not story related at all. But that's the thing about the characters. They do implement them into the story somehow. They're not just random side B-plots. They're actually very integral. I'm still waiting for Mr. Rekka to be let out of jail.
I'd also like to invite you all to the place where I repaired the Express and tell you everything bit by bit.
Okay.
All right, it's a deal. When I return from the world in canvas, you can make us, let Shush make us some coffee. Then we'll settle in and listen to your story.
I need to know, like, what does Himeko do to her coffee to make everyone so afraid? Is it just that strong of a brew? Does she, like, do the thing where you essentially don't wash out the grounds until the end of a week, and then it becomes this, like, equivalent to paint thinner?
Speaking of the world in canvas, March told me about what Evanesia said to you.
Oh, March really already spilled the beans. Yay!
Evanesia's request was not made lightly, and she was worried for a reason. Silverwolf saw that Lord Ravager in action too. According to the records from the databank and the IPC's investigation, Asat Pramad's campaigns often span centuries, and the planets he targets all end up destroyed in freak accidents, leaving their surfaces covered in only smiling faces.
Oh, this was who Silverwolf was most likely talking to back then when they were using Screwlum as the body. It was apparently, it was like supposedly, I'm going to say supposedly, Asat Pramad. I'm assuming that
1,000 years ago, my ancestor Graphia created the world in canvas. If that was to resist Asat Pramad's invasion of Ahatopia, then could this disaster unleashed through the Phantasmoon games be the prelude to his next invasion?
It astonishes me that Graphia is still alive.
That's the first of many mysteries. Based on our family history, we are clearly not descendants of any long-lived species.
There's deep down, you've been an emanator all along.
Quite the opposite. The weathering curse has shortened my family's lifespan for generations. What could my ancestor have gone through to still exist today? That too leaves me deeply curious.
Could you tell me more about Graphia?
There are far too many legends about her. It's hard to tell what's true and what's not. Only two things are beyond doubt. First, during the Cinderth Age, she created countless Imaginae and sent them into battle against the demon legions from beyond.
Actually cool.
Second, near the end of one of the Phantasmoon games, she created the world in canvas to shelter inside it what was left of civilization and life.
You know I was saying, hey, let me get that juicy blade lore, literally me just having a nice chat with Himeko, being like, yay, Graphia lore, let's go!
Which means she is not only familiar with Asat Pramad, but has also witnessed the manifestation of the Eon of Elation.
Are we sure that your descendant is not like an actual like emanator herself? I'm just saying. And it could be that because she's an emanator and maybe for commingling with humans, that maybe the lifespan curse was a thing. I'm just theorizing about the world in canvas.
Nobody knows just how big the plane Graphia created actually is. Over 140 years ago, the IPC tried to salvage the world in canvas, but they were only able to reconstruct part of it in the real world. That portion became what we know as Plain Arcadia. Legend has it that Graphia used a vast ocean as her canvas and channeled the power of elation to step into the painting, which means she has not only seen Asat Pramod, but has also seen the Eon of Elation descend in all their glory.
That's crazy. Where do I begin?
Good question. As for who in Plain Arcadia knows Graphia and the world in canvas best, it's probably Pearl. She was sent here by the IPC.
Yay, Pearl!
She should have some clues to guide us in the right direction. By the way, General Yao Guang is here. She says she wants to talk to you in private.
Oh, great. Is it bad news?
I'm not sure if she comes with good news or bad news. She brought a little gift from the Cienjo, though. Mung bean soda.
Ew! Oh god, keep that away from me. Ew! It's like that scene in Needy Streamer Overload, when she's given the sponsorship for this natto cola, and she absolutely hates it. I can imagine it's essentially like the same thing. There are just some things that should not be soda at all, and I question the humanity whenever new flavors come out that don't make any sense. I remember the fruitcake Mountain Dew. I didn't try it, but I remember it being a thing. I remember it being a thing around the holidays, and I'm just like sitting there wondering, what flavor test group went through this and thought, hey, this is a good idea?
Go talk to General Yao Guang then. Don't keep her waiting. After that, come to the party car and fill us in on your next move.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, and immediately to Yao Guang. Hello. Pretty.
Nice to meet you, Ishvara.
Wait, what?
I always thought that the arbitrator, Evanesia, would step in and punish Fullwish for the disaster she caused. But, to my surprise, it was you who defeated Fullwish.
Yeah, it's kind of my job.
In my capacity as an Arbiter General, I extend my deepest gratitude to you for halting the plague and sparing countless lives from suffering.
You're too kind, General.
What I am about to tell you is something Evanesia risked breaking the rules to share with me. Please keep it a secret. Not a word of this leaves the Express.
Yes, ma'am. Under your orders, absolutely.
Sealed within Ahatopia's core is Ouroboros, the Veracity.
Ouroboros, the Veracity? Good question. The Veracity, what is that?
Wait, you've never heard of the Veracity before?
No, this is our first time hearing about it, technically.
Come to think of it, they must be unfamiliar to most people. They were supposed to be recorded in the list of arch-enemies as an author of calamity. They are an ancient god of desire and consumption. An eon that evolved from a leviathan.
So it is it is an Ouroboros. It's essentially the depiction of a snake eating itself. Crazy.
But they disappeared so long ago that the Cienjo Alliance never witnessed any of their deeds. And they were never recognized as an author of calamity. Well, they need no such title anyway. Beast of Calamity, Star Devourer, Void Maw. Just hearing these names, one can imagine what kind of monstrosity they were. A vast, writhing form whose slightest movement could crush entire planets, before swallowing what remained into an insatiable abyss.
So it's essentially the giant space snake that has like a black hole for a stomach. It's like the space narwhal. It's like the astral narwhal in Genshin. I think it's actually technically a whale, but I like to just joke around and say narwhal.
Rumor has it, they were last seen during the era of the Swarm disaster. They were
hardly there to aid the swarm, but rather to attend a cosmic-level feast, in which the swarm served merely as appetizers, and the planets they passed were devoured as the main course.
Which makes me wonder if the Veracity and the not the Emanator, the Lord Ravager are we're either facing two extremely powerful foes, or they are one and the same, but I'm willing to bet they are not one and the same because that would be too easy.
No one expected them to be here of all places, sealed away on this very planet, after vanishing for years.
Is the Veracity still alive? I think it is, because weren't we down there? Wasn't that the voice that was calling to us as that giant black hole?
The true situation remains unknown. But with this information, we can understand why Asat Pramod set his sights on this world.
Yeah, we're essentially facing like a double threat.
Aren't you a little afraid, facing a huge disaster like this?
Honestly, we fought literally a giant Lord Ravager and we faced the end of the world. I'm at that point where it's just like, I've seen worse at this point. I have seen worse.
That's impressive, Ishvara. No wonder you survived the calamity of Iron Tomb.
Yeah, I think I died during that one for a brief moment, and all it took was Cyrene to bring me back.
Fortune follows when fate hits its lowest ebb. Every crisis comes with an opportunity.
I love how it's like the Trailblazer technically dies, but Trailblazer still gets up anyways. It's the mightiest of like protagonist armor.
Now that we know a force capable of devouring stars is deep in slumber at this planet's core, perhaps we could make it devour the problem inside Blade's body. It might just be a risky path worth taking.
Wait, so you're wanting to send Blade to essentially okay, oh boy. You're saying Blade down there? He better be escorted.
Blade has agreed to my proposal and will venture into the world in canvas to seek out the Veracity. From what I've heard, you are going there as well?
Hey, two birds, one stone. Let's do it.
I cast a divination, and the hexagram shifted between the marsh and fire trigrams, yielding the judgment. Heaven and earth are separate and apart, but the work which they do is the same. In other words, though your paths may differ, they are destined to intersect.
It's kind of normal with the Stellaron Hunters. So is this gonna be Blade's funeral?
A funeral, or an adventure. Will it be a battle with only a 1 in 10 chance of survival to tear away Shuhu's flesh from his body, and eliminate the Xianzhou's arch-enemy? Or will it be a journey in which he settles all grudges and never looks back? It all depends on how he perceives it. Blade agreed to my proposal, even though that little Stellaron Hunter girl wouldn't stop objecting.
Oh, isn't it like... Wait, I know this is weird, and it's very weird to suggest, but it's like, isn't Blade like sort of kind of Silverwolf's father figure in a very cosmic sort of way? Because he's essentially like the dad of the Stellaron Hunters. It's so funny. Blade is introduced as this intimidating character, but with the Stellaron Hunters, he's just a dad. He's got so much dad vibe. General, are you betting everything on me?
Betting? No, I don't see it that way. We are not chips laid on a gaming table, nor dice tossed at someone's whim. We trust in people, in ourselves, and in those beside us, knowing they can change the course of even the most desperate battle.
Inserts joke about how Aventurine's just getting called out on his bullshit.
That belief is what gave you the strength to overcome Foolish. It is also the only reason I stay for this world. My purpose has never changed. I am going to draw the elation into my divination, and overturn a fate marked for great woe.
Ooh.
I have a plan for how to handle Asat Pramod if he strikes unexpectedly, but I still need more hands to make it work.
Looks like the Phantom Moon Games will have to come to an end soon.
What miracle could cap off these games better than a finale that humbles a Lord Ravager? It will be a tribute to the elation.
You mean by essentially kicking the ass of the said Lord Ravager? That would cap it off really nicely.
The shadow of the Lord Ravager looms, and from here on, everyone must carry their part of the burden. I will take my leave first.
All right.
Before I set out, I still want to say a few words to everyone.
Oh god, you're making it sound like you're saying farewell. Don't do that, Stell. Don't make it sound like you're saying goodbye forever. I did have to come this way.
What are they all up to over there?
Oh! Hey, everyone's crowded around. What's going on, guys? Sorry about all the cat cake nonsense. Hello?
Oh, there you are. We were waiting for you.
Hi? What are you all doing here?
We're here to celebrate the Astral Express making it through another trial, of course. Pom-Pom's heard all about your latest adventure.
Aww.
It's a modest celebration, but a meaningful one. You stopped Full Wish's scheme, and that is no small achievement. Regardless of what the people of Plain Arcadia or the media may say, we raise a glass to you.
Ooh, booze! Actually, probably not booze.
Exactly. You knocked out the mastermind behind all those creepy whatever their name is. I didn't get to see it myself, but Don Hung described it for me. You killed it!
Your victory gave Blade a chance to free himself from Shuhu's flesh. Thank you.
Why is this very much like, it feels like a finale and I don't like it. Because I know it's not a finale, I know it's not over yet.
With a Lord Ravager looming on the horizon, everyone will soon be heading off on their own missions. Before that, it felt right to have a small gathering like this.
Oh, Sunday! My baby! God, why are you so precious?
Now, let's make a toast. Here's to everyone who fights to protect this Arcadia.
I love Sunday so much. I'm so happy he's like kind of found a place on the Express.
And here's to all of us. The Lord Ravager can throw whatever he wants at us. But I know the Astral Express will keep streaking across the stars.
I will say, I know this is like very like theory, but he's got that like little red spot on his coat. Like, if he does not receive his ticket one day, I will be very surprised. He kind of deserves it at this point. To all of us.
Thank
Indeed.
you. All of you. Having you by my side is what gives me the courage to face the future. I'll carry this strength with me through the rest of this journey.
Cheers. God, Stell really has grown up. Glasses clink like your heart's beating as one. After finishing the drinks, the Nameless each enjoy a brief moment of respite. Oh, Sunday. The cat cakes in the back, being all cute. Hey, Pom Pom.
Oh, it's you! Pom-Pom heard you've got a solo mission coming up. Be safe, will you?
Of course. You remember anything from before the Express got up and running?
Sadly, Pom-Pom can't remember most of what happened right after the Express crashed onto this world. Pom-Pom's memory of those years is like a fogged-up Express window. No matter how hard Pom-Pom tries, Pom-Pom just can't wipe it clean.
I love Pom Pom so much.
But it's okay. After passenger Himiko repaired the Express, Pom-Pom got to share a one-of-a-kind journey with all of you.
No, and I don't know. No, I have not seen Rin's animations, and I don't know about collabs extending out of Fate Stay Night. I'm just here to enjoy the ride. How did you and Himiko meet, Pom Pom?
How did Passenger Himiko appear? That's odd. Pom Pom can't remember a thing. All Pom Pom recalls is having a long and fuzzy sleep, then being woken by a knock at the door. And just like that, Passenger Himiko was on board.
Oh god, your memories are fuzzy, Pom Pom?
The day Passenger Himiko knocked, it felt like Pom Pom was waking up from a dream. The Express's heart started beating again, and the lights flickered on, one after another.
Oh, that's bizarre. Like the Express is alive. Yeah, we're in Graphia.
Graphia? Pom Pom hasn't. But Pom Pom always dreams of strangers when Pom Pom's asleep. They seem to be bustling around the Express, and there are soft clinking and clanking sounds, just like the sound of stars twinkling. But every time Pom Pom wakes up, their faces slip away. Pom Pom is only left with a warm and comforting feeling, knowing someone had taken good care of Pom Pom.
Cute. It's time for me to say goodbye, Pom Pom.
Safe trip. Pom Pom will take good care of the Express while you're away.
Why does it sound like it's a freaking finale? I have a bad feeling about this. Somehow I feel like this game is gonna make me suffer and cry in a corner after this is all done. I'm going to maintain a straight face, but I definitely feel like this is definitely one of those moments of I feel...
Did you need something?
Sunday! The others are having a lot of fun. Why don't you join them?
I need a break. I felt worn out ever since coming back from Seafeld TV Tower.
Oh yeah, probably like harmonizing with all the people's thoughts. Probably would take a lot out of you.
Right now, it feels like I'm back in Oak Manor's banquet hall. At those parties, no matter how tired I was, I'd have to clutch my glass and smile, keeping myself calm. Mr. Yang insisted I should get a full day of sleep, but I didn't want to miss the chance to toast with you all.
Sunday, I love you so much. It's gonna be the most... No, don't do that. That's just trauma. That's just trauma at that point. It's like, see you tomorrow. It's like, see you tomorrow. That phrase is going to traumatize me until the end of Honkai Star Rail's life. Thank you for being with me on this journey. Why does it feel like I'm saying goodbye? I hate it here.
I should thank you for letting me embark on this journey.
Stay, please. You are an asset to the team. Please stay. Please do not, please, Sunday, do not disappear. Stay with us forever. Or until, you know, you're finally able to say goodbye.
I heard from Sunday about how the televised debate went.
Yeah, that was
We won this battle because of you.
How was the situation to Dimension City?
The streets were in chaos. Traffic ground to a halt, and Wispe littered the ground.
Oh no!
It was like a scene straight out of a disaster movie.
Oh no, the poor little Wispes! The poor little jelly cubes!
When the televised debate began, a crowd outside the station gathered to protest the Astral Express and nearly broke through the barricades. But the moment the Joy Ascendants appeared, they scattered without a second thought. I guess people know deep down which is more dangerous. A made-up villain or an actual threat.
Well, at least that's good. They've at least recognized what an actual threat is.
But I am more concerned about you.
I'm feeling okay. Why?
I've seen the footage of your fight with Fullwish. When you returned to the top of the tower, an enormous surge of power seemed to erupt from you.
Oh, right. About the Stellaron. I'm fine.
It reminded me a lot of when I saved you at Herta Space Station. Did you tap into the power of the Stellaron?
Maybe. I can't lie. I can't lie to Well. I can't lie to Well. Maybe.
The Stellaron can be awakened by a wish. but its immense power always has a way of warping reality.
Watch as we become like the absolute villain at the end of the story.
As the wave of wish power surged toward you, it brought hope and blessings, but also dark intentions and malice. What might it do to the Stellaron? We have no idea. Be careful with this power you have, no matter how tempting it may seem.
Yes, sir. Yeah, tapping into the Stellaron is probably not the best thing to do. Unhung! March.
There you are. March and I were talking about you.
Hey, Donhung. Worried about me?
A little. But March is obviously worrying too much.
Yeah.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean? I have a reasonable amount of concern for my companions.
I'm sure you do.
This trip to Plain Arcadia is the first time we weren't necessarily working together toward a common goal.
Actually, he's right. Normally, we're all, like, connected.
You dove into the Phantom Moon games. I crossed paths with that relentless old friend and foe again. As for March, well, she spent her time wandering and eating. Her perfect little vacation.
Cute.
Wait, hold up. How come all I get is wandering and eating? I grabbed plenty of comics as well.
Honestly, March, wandering and grabbing comics can kind of be, like, in the same vein.
I call it cultural exploration. With a little extra time for me to recharge, of course. Right?
Totally.
Now that we're having this little break, it hit me that I might have neglected you and March.
Oh, what? Oh, Downhung. Danny. Oh. To us, this is just trailblazing.
Well said. This vacation has expanded my horizons and my stomach capacity.
Blade has accepted General Yao Guang's proposal. Perhaps he has finally moved on from past grudges and that abundance curse, and is now ready to do something for himself. It's going to be a path fraught with danger, so I had hoped to accompany him for a bit longer, but he refused.
You really wanted to be with them. God.
From now on, I will turn my attention to this world.
What are you gonna do next?
Mr. Yang and I have been asked by General Yao Guang to help with setting up some defensive formations.
I've got work to do too. Mr. Ashvale wanted someone to accompany him to the tavern to investigate clues about Asat Pramod. Yours truly figured she'd been resting long enough, and it was time to stretch her legs. So I volunteered.
Honestly, I think the only reason why Ashvale is bringing you along is because like no one can resist the charms of March 7th. Stay safe. Don't make me worry too much.
No problem. When you come back, you have to share everything you saw in the world in Canvas.
It's gonna be a nightmare. Plain and simple. It's gonna be a nightmare. Why does this feel weirdly bittersweet? Hi, Himeko.
Just in time. I've talked to Madame Pearl.
Oh? Appointment?
She will handle all the arrangements for your passage, so you can enter the world in Canvas to find my ancestor Graphia.
Pearl is so efficient.
This is an important matter. Furthermore, your journey gives her the chance to uncover something she's been yearning to understand for years. The secret to Graphia's art of imagenesis. Once you've fully rested, you may make your way to the dock in Seafeld City. Madame Pearl has a special ship waiting for you there.
Yeah.
It will take you to the border between this world and the world in Canvas, a place known as Inkford Hermitage.
Ooh, interesting name.
That's your final stop before entering the world in Canvas. A place to gather your supplies and rest up before you set out on the journey ahead. I know you'll have to go alone this time, but I don't think it'll be dangerous. After all, that realm was created by Graphia, my ancestor.
Yeah, but you don't fully know her, so who knows? It could have like a lot of danger tucked inside.
The thought of it makes me feel calm, in a strange but comforting way. If you get to meet her, please give her my regards.
I swear, if we run into Graphia and she does not have like a custom NPC model, I will genuinely have a riot. Because they've been doing so well, suddenly Himiko's ancestor is like generic NPC number 1,000,000 just with red hair. I'll send you regards to Graphia.
Please tell her that one of her descendants became a nameless on the Express. Go ahead. Set out once you've rested up. I'll be here with Welt and the others, awaiting good news from you.
I have noticed, though, that we have slowly drifted away from our usual party members. We haven't, like, clung together like we usually used to. I hope this isn't, like, some kind of weird foreboding nature of slipping away. Hi, Asheville!
In other words, that woman wants you to take Shuhu and jump straight into the Veracity and leave the rest to the Eon's stomach acid?
Oh.
And this is between me and him, right?
I still love the submerged railways.
Why are you tagging along?
Relax. I'll say my goodbyes and be gone.
Asheville!
A dignified funeral, If you ask me, this ending is indeed grand enough.
I don't care about any of that.
Are you sure? Are you sure, Silverwolf?
There's only one thing I care about. Does he have to die?
Here's a piece of advice, little cub.
Damn! I forgot. He's technically... Oh, little cub. Cub is also like another term for like wolf. Oh, wolf.
Whether he lives or dies is his choice. That's the one thing you don't get to decide for him.
Damn. Asheville coming in and spitting out facts.
It has landed.
I do feel like that background feels so Studio Ghibli-esque.
What?
Nothing. Just a seabird landing on the rocks.
Oh.
A blade forged of mortal steel cannot sever an undying fate. If Shuhu is to be put down, the options are few, and that Leviathan is one of them.
In time, people will say this. The culprit of the Juming gave his life for the greater good, and plunged into the abyss alongside the abomination.
I'm not as noble as you make it sound.
I think you got some nobility deep down inside there, Blade. It's just really, really, really deep down. Like, you have to really dig into the Nougaty Center for that one.
Many years ago, you invited me to join the Galaxy Rangers. I refused for one reason.
Oh, he was invited to the Galaxy Rangers?
I'm a petty man. I was never born to carry some greater good. This is between Shuhu and me. Nothing more.
That's an actual very interesting alternate universe scenario. Like, what would have happened if Blade joined the Galaxy Rangers instead of the Stellaron Hunters?
Can't argue with that. A Galaxy Ranger through and through. Well then. I won't say anything more.
Blade, you sure about this?
Silverwolf.
For years, Death has clung to me like a curse, etched into my bones. If there is a chance to make a god feel the same pain, I would do it, even if this body is reduced to ash. As for everyone else, there's no need to drag them into this. We'll proceed as Yao Guang proposed. Bury Shu Hu at the end of the world in canvas, taking me with him, and let the veracity dissolve us both.
Yeah, that dissolving is going to only last for so long, because they wouldn't give you an entire new skin or entire new like character model if you weren't going to survive this. I'm sorry, there's a spoiler alert attached. Also, I noticed the fact that he's got like I think it's a spider lily on the back of his coat. Because I know like spider lilies represent death, and they're usually like, I know they were in like his ults and stuff. It's like, oh, I never noticed he's got like a bit of a spider lily going on the back of his coat too. Oh, Silverwolf. Oh, head pets.
Take care.
How about you stay as well? You might as well see it through to the end with us.
Silverwolf's gonna miss him. That's so cute.
Plain Arcadia has bigger problems that need my attention.
It's so cute, and it's also like really sad.
Your instincts were right. That meanie pulling strings from the shadows is none other than a Sat Pramod.
Who else would want to kick Aha's head like a ball?
So that was not Aha, which was my original thought process.
So, I need to get back and finish my job.
Investigating a Lord Ravager sounds like a job you don't come back from.
Therefore, it also pays very well.
Then here's hoping you live long enough to collect your payment.
It's cute. Why are they so adorable? Why is this actually setting me up to be kind of sad? I have never thought I'd see the day that they decided to give Silverwolf and Blade like this genuine, like, yeah, they're not thoroughly expressing it, but it's just like you can tell through subcontext. It's like Silverwolf does not want to see Blade go. They spent way too long together. It's so cute.
Every time, when it's just the two of us, you go quiet.
You know what I'm going to say. The seabird's flown off. It's time for us to go too.
God, Damon Mills is just killing it with Blade. Hey, Guang.
The terror slumbering at the heart of plain Arcadia is Ouroboros.
After the swarm disaster, the veracity vanished, never to appear again for more than 700 Amber eras. Their last rumored sighting was 500 years ago.
History fictionologists claim that Ouroboros lies in wait at the edge of the cosmos, guarded by their children, awaiting the day of their return.
I just noticed I thought those were mountains. Now with the full context, those are teeth. Those aren't just like little spinny bits. I think those are teeth. Which makes perfect sense if you want to grind up planets. I just noticed that. Those are just like cosmic teeth. That's crazy. It's kind of like the sandworms, where it's like they have like multiple rows of teeth that go into like a certain point down their throat.
I've heard that story before. But it wasn't about the edge of the cosmos. It was Pier Point. They say that the preservation is nothing more than a facade, and the IPC is, in truth, a cult devoted to the veracity.
Oh.
Organic life has quite the imagination. They've said other things, too. That Louis Fleming seeks to ascend as the Eon of Wealth. That the Council of Mundanites are mere hounds of Dr. Primitive. That the Marketing Development Department colludes with the destruction, turning a blind eye to the spread of Stellarons.
Okay, that last one I can kind of see being the truth. that last one I can definitely see that being a problem.
Such rumors are endless. I believe the General should be able to tell which are true and which are not.
I've never heard the last one, so let's assume it's the only one that's true.
Hey! Yao Guang and I are kind of on the same length. Grace, how large the teeth are. Yeah, it is a giant leviathan. Do you want to finish that line, buddy? I was trying to... No, it's just laughing. Okay. I thought he had a voice line. My bad. Oh, it's roaring. That's why. That's actually legit terrifying.
Such terrible breath. Once this Leviathan awakens, the Arcadia's destruction would be all but instantaneous.
Big.
For now, this remains conjecture. The sealed remains appear to be a husk that Ouroboros once shed. Why it's here, and how it's connected to the elation, remain unknown. Yet even a fragmented remnant of an Eon is a threat that can't be ignored. The calamity of the Leviathan must not be allowed to re-emerge in this world.
Naturally. That is why I'm here. And it's about time for the two Nameless to arrive.
Who?
Oh. You're just on time.
I thought I was supposed to meet up with Pearl. Okay. Hi.
General Yao Guang, as instructed, warding talismans have been placed at over a dozen sites across Plain Arcadia.
My thanks. It was Mr. Yang's talent of creation out of nothing that allowed us to reproduce dozens of plumes and complete the deployment with such speed. Now, with Yin and Yang aligned, and all four aspects in place, as long as we set up the last formation core.
Yeah, it got like sealed away in Plain Arcadia, so I'm wondering if like Aha had something to do with sealing the Leviathan away, but that's just conjecture.
The Decalite reflection barrier will be complete.
Decalite reflection barrier?
Using the divine eye of the Spiritus to weave a giant web, one that ensnares countless possible futures. General, have you truly made up your mind?
Though Shuhu has been eradicated, the signs of doom have not faded. On the contrary, they grow ever clearer. After much consideration, the source can only be this restless corpse.
One crisis is yet to pass, and another is already upon us. The Arcadia's ley lines were already riddled with scars, and now even the ancient tree's seal is starting to loosen. While Evanesia is asleep, someone must take up her duty to guard this place.
Don Hung?
But defending isn't the way of the hunt. If you don't want to become the prey, you must become the hunter.
But he does have sleeping powers of preservation tucked away deep inside.
General, do you intend to go on the offensive and suppress the remains of the veracity?
How could I? The Joy Seeker could barely confine that husk using the Abundance's ambrosial arbor as its cage. I'm not that arrogant as to place myself alongside the gods. I'm not here to guard against an Eon. but against a lesser menace. Lord Ravager Asat Pramod. This barrier is prepared for him.
Ooh.
Asat Pramod has been meddling with the game from the shadows. His intentions unclear. We know little about him or the Veracity. By chance, however, a friendly citizen has provided us with intel.
In quotes, certain lovely character who's like showing her true colors. There she is.
Ouroboros' remains are in Ahatopia, aren't they?
Hi, Kuchiba.
Silence is an answer in itself. I've seen that reaction too many times.
I'm not surprised that you were the first to discover it. You were in the Torn Scroll too. The probability of you noticing was 24%.
Wait, was she in the actual... Wait, was Kuchiba part of the original scroll world and canvas that got resurrected and turned to plain Arcadia?
That's a little low, don't you think? I'd put it at well over 90.
What I don't understand is this. There were countless ways to verify your hypothesis, yet you chose the most unconventional one. You bypassed security and broke into the building to confront me in person. What is your objective?
This is no confrontation. It's a warning, Madam Pearl. I'm a security officer, and there is only one reason I'm here. While everyone else is fixated on the Phantasmoon games, only the Department of Aberration Defense is watching other places.
Oh wait, Kuchiba's not like a turncoat?
Like the location where the new Herald of Death case was closed?
Oh.
Correct. The incident involved 4 Daybreak warriors, 3 nameless, 1 detective, and 1 officer.
Rip those Daybreak warriors.
But just moments ago, a 10th set of footprints appeared at the scene.
10th?
After the investigation, we learned that the traces were left deliberately. A blatant provocation.
The Lord Ravager bent on destroying the Elation
Oh.
came uninvited. Make no mistake. Plain Arcadia is a stage he chose with care, and drawing the Abundance into the fray was hardly a whim.
This Lord Ravager was plotting.
Our top priority is to dispose of Shuhu's flesh properly to prevent it from falling into the wrong hands and causing another calamity.
And something tells me that's gonna end up being, like, not working out.
That said, we cannot afford to ignore Asat Pramod's next move.
This giant web is prepared for that very purpose. Once the entire planet is folded into the divination's trajectory, under the gaze of the Omnitia, all possibilities will be laid bare.
Isn't that gonna, like, cause you a major headache, too?
When that time comes, he won't wish to leave any footprints behind.
One final question. Why did the Lord Ravager choose to visit this place? Does he have an ulterior motive? Or is this merely some twisted joke?
9 times out of 10, it's ulterior motive.
That question should be left to the professionals. Don't forget, we have a detective who can't seem to rest. Let's hope the accumulation of variables can tip the scales in our favor.
I've noticed Pearl's, like, little pearl thing is black. I don't know if that's just the way that is.
And so, the people set out, and the gondola, bound for distant lands, set sail. At the end of the world, the Elation once again declared war upon the Veracity.
Golden teacher?
Hey, frail little humans! Ouroboros split their mouth wide open.
Oh, it is like a giant freaking... It's just a Cosmo worm.
Whoever can fill my whole mouth with but a single thing shall receive a reward. My tongue.
I can't do the thingy.
The fool known as the Shepherd captured a comet, but it wasn't even enough to fill the gap between the Veracity's teeth. The bartender Bladie opened the wine cellar, yet they only grew drowsy, drifting off to sleep. And en route, he crept up to the Veracity's ear and told them a corny joke. The Veracity pondered it for 10 amber eras, then burst into laughter at their own amusement.
That is like the most delayed reaction.
En route spread his hands and said, "See? I filled your mouth with laughter."
Then what happened?
Oh, you're the I should not be surprised that the golden teacher was considered the golden trash can.
Then the Veracity said,
I shouldn't be surprised anymore.
"Are you kidding me?" And with that, they opened their gaping maw and tore en route to pieces.
Rip.
What kind of nonsense is that?
Those are the facts, my inquisitive auditor. If you want to hear more stories, you're welcome to discuss with your classmates.
Poor March.
We came here to investigate the Veracity and Asat Pramod, but all we got were stories that only a 3-year-old would believe.
Or someone of young age, young mental state.
Rumors don't just appear out of thin air. It's just a matter of how much truth you think they hold.
Yeah, that's fair.
At least 90% of that was made up.
How do you know, March? Have you fact-checked?
Sometimes that last 10% is all you need.
The food looks good, though. That girl just... that cat girl just dancing.
Bystanders around. Let's hear what they have to say.
Oh. Detective notes? Yo, what's this? Look. Oh, interesting. Ashvale's detective notes. Case of the missing Veracity. The assistant meticulously compiled the case details for the detective in neat handwriting. A trail of unknown footprints appeared at the abandoned station. A weird emoji running amok in a tavern. All clues point to the Lord Ravager Asat Pramod. The detective is back on the case. Will he be able to track down the Leviathan's footprints in the tavern? P.S. The refrigerator's cooling system is down. Remember to repair it. Note scribbled handwriting jotted down by the detective at the scene. Shepard, this guy summoned the comets to feed the Veracity. Sounds like a fairy tale. Raggy, there's plenty of bartenders in Laughter's Tavern, but he's the most famous one. Rumor has it he still hasn't paid off his tab from the time he cracked open the wine cellar. En route, feeding a Leviathan corny jokes. Crazy idea. I highly doubt his wordplay will be enough for the Veracity to feast on. And let me snip into Ashvale mode. 1 second. I'm gonna switch out you, and I'm gonna put Ashvale. Confirm. Because why not? Look at that. Double lightning and double imagination. That's crazy. All right. Do-eyed Chungus. Let's talk to you first. I think that she'd be a little more interesting. Ugh.
You two asking about the Veracity? You thinking about walking that path?
Brother, are you drunk? Food.
Walk the path of Veracity? Do I need to eat everything in sight?
You got it. Kids always dream big. Some were bulldozers, some are monsters.
I don't know who's VAing this. He's trying. He's trying his best.
And I am Ouroboros. And the man.
Is that supposed? That cannot be Andrew. That can't. I don't think that's Andrew Russell. I don't. If that is, I will have a laugh. He's like, that just sounds. He's really trying.
Ugh, can you talk normal? Stop gulping for air.
I swore to become a veracity path strider. I eat everything. Tasty, nasty,
No.
anything I could chew. Finally, I pinched my nose and swallowed Lou's mouth, and they looked at me.
No, I think that's... Wait. No, that's... Is that Albert? Is that Albert's voice actor? That sounds like him, now that I'm hearing it. I think. I don't know. It's really hard to tell who the NPCs are because the NPCs are not, like, by name. So I have to, like, do my guesswork.
Ouroboros.
He's drunk or something. Ashvale, it's fine.
Nah. Ah. Very regrettable.
Enough already.
Thank you, March.
I'm telling you, it was all bluffing. The fools didn't lose. Root and Dorothy, who the veracity wasn't looking, roll up her skin like a crepe, snatched it up and poked it. Then poof, they were gone. The Comic-Con Collective don't got a veracity card.
I'm so confused.
I already filed a formal complaint with the organizers.
Ugh. Gross.
You should be putting this much effort into your studies.
You didn't have to burp in my face, thanks. Ew. Let's see, who are these? Another version of the story, Onward didn't tell a lame joke. He and Dorothy made off with the Aeon's shed skin. Dorothy, haven't seen that name in ages. She has ties to Onward too. Dorothy. Alright. How are you? Are you drunk as a skunk too?
They say a dull pen beats a sharp memory. My memory's dull, and my pen's not much better.
Then you must have a lot of stationery?
A kindred spirit. Miss, it seems you're one of us as well. I've met far too many fools who can't even read. Oddly enough, those of us who truly love learning are the rare ones. Interested in studying the knowledge of the laughter? I have a reference book here. You can have it.
It's Cyrene in another skin. I'm kidding. A book signed by Scarecrow that records tales of masked fools who dare defend eons. They view this as a rite of passage in a fool's career, rushing headlong into it and one after another, never tiring of the thrill. Paper second, one-day tour of the Amber World. Borrowing some poor sap's iris, the fool shapeshifter donned a sharp suit and boarded a shuttle at Pier Point's skyport. He flashed a warm smile at every passenger in the cabin. Billionaires wealthy enough to rival nations, monarchs of galactic belts, board members of the industry monopolizing foundations, all of whom had emptied their coffers for a single pilgrimage. An audience with the Amber Lord. Man, these guys really were crazy. Okay. The shuttle pierced through the debris disk, drawing near the Amber Lord's colossal form. They stood there since before sentient life was born, and would likely remain long after sentient life had vanished. Following the countless marks left over the eons of the subspace crystalline barrier, some prayed in silence, some wept softly, while the Amber Lord offered no response. Who would notice a single speck of dust in the vast expanse of space? The fool car's shapeshifter was here into the barrier, then took his leave without a second glance. Remnant dream of the primeval Imperium into the mouth of Veracity. Okay, this is definitely what we need. Ouroboros, the ancient Leviathan that survived the Dusk Wars, was said to have chased Aha all the way to the roots of the imaginary tree. A fool named En Route attempted to confirm the truth of this tale, but alas, he could not run as fast as Aha and was caught by the Veracity and swallowed whole. Who would have guessed that inside Veracity's belly lay a wondrous world of its own? You mean it's a cosmic void of stardust and glitter? It's like, you know, the herpes of the craft world all inside that one swirling gut. Just saying. Who would have guessed that inside Veracity? The Veracity was so massive that the lives previously devoured had established their own kingdoms. On their stomach walls, thumb-sized dwarves, clever horse folk talking comics, sea words when they're mixed together. Comet cicadas. En route explored the place with delight and encountered fellow swallowed fools, Dorothy, Braggy, and the Shepherd. Together they adventured, found the Veracity's heart and gave it a good kick. And they were belched out into the universe with a mighty wretch. Ew. En route quickly plucked off Veracity's shadow and spread it over the fools like a blanket. Shepherd then tossed out a comet, and the dim-witted Ouroboros was drawn to its light. The fools finally escaped with their lives. After that, countless fools sought the treasures within the Veracity's belly, but none ever caught so much as a glimpse of the Veracity again. Everyone is a Drilla. What? Wait. Everyone is a Drilla? Hold up. Argenti, you might want to come read this. This is more your speed. After the Aeon of Beauty vanished, the fool Divin made a proclamation at the tavern, instantly attracting a massive following. Chanting, "Everyone is a Drilla," they sparked artistic storm and launched a reckless charge for pushing the boundaries of the path of beauty. For example, they stuck bananas to agates with polyvinyl chloride tape, scribbled graffiti on every household item in sight, and proclaimed them as great works of art. And even found time to fight a few copyright lawsuits with the IPC. Oh boy. That was until they arranged a space junk across the entire planet's surface to form a Drilla's visage. At which point the Knights of Beauty finally rounded them all up. However, after 7 days and 7 nights of deliberation, the hastily convened Round Table of Knights of Beauty ultimately decided to release the fools, since to punish them, they would have to acknowledge that these depictions actually resembled a Drilla. Oh. Oh, jeez. Ouch. Also, I love how the Knights of Beauty are essentially just like Knights of the Round Table. I had this like little headcanon in my head when I was kind of like contemplating my solo D&D campaign. I want to make a character that's kind of like Argenti, and a Goddess of Beauty is actually kind of like a thing in there. And I kind of, because I have this supplement material where they have this Order of Beauty, and I'm like, yeah, you know what, that tracks. that really tracks. And I'm just like, you know what, I really want the Knights of Beauty to be like this Knights of the Round Table scenario where they're like big paladins that worship a Drilla, because that's what that is. It's a paladin subclass in a supplementary book, and I kind of love it. Anyway, before I go into my D&D brain, I should probably keep reading. Afterwards, say no to Aha. Having come this far, it seems I must tell my own story. Must pull my own story. I'm okay. The night before I finished this piece, a visitor casually strolled into the tavern, sat down beside me, and ordered us each a bomb's first drop. They didn't introduce themselves, but I already know who they were. They said, "Buddy, I hear you're writing a little book. I've read it. Quite interesting. But there are a few points worth discussing." I listened patiently as they spoke and rejected every single thing they proposed. They drowned the last drop of the bomb in one gulp and then left the tavern. Their retreating figure looked utterly forlorn.
This feels completely made up. But, thanks anyway.
March, you're not from here, so maybe it sounds made up to you because you are technically an outsider.
Oh, please. Thank the seniors. To compile this book, they offended every Eon they possibly could, and narrowly escaped death at the hands of each and every one of them. As for me, I'm just the one who keeps the books circulating.
Hey, friends! How was your first day of school?
Sparksy!
Sparksy's here to pick you up after class.
Sparksy! Oh my god, I can finally go back there. Whom en route met inside the belly of the Veracity was the shepherd, pretty much similar to an extra dragon to make up the numbers of soap operas Mr. N loves watching. The version of the story en route didn't tell the lame joke. He and Dorothy made off with the Aeon Shed skin. In a bizarre story, en route once ventured into the belly of the Veracity, managing to escape before plucking their shadow. Scarecrow, I guess he can be considered an old friend of mine. I actually wrote a book. Wait, you know this Scarecrow guy? Jesus, Ashvale, how many people do you know? 1 second, Sparksy. I can finally get this chest. It's been bugging me. Thank you.
Where were you just now? You opened the door for us and just disappeared. Don't tell me you're up to something again.
March, it's Sparkle / Sparksy. She's gonna do random stuff.
Still doubting me? You're breaking Sparkskull's heart here. That whole foolish thing. I took on every emoji in the tavern by myself, fought them all the way to the end of the world, and even wore my mask down to nothing. But honestly, this place runs on rumors. Aha is being chased by the Veracity. Aha chases the Veracity. We won't get anywhere following stories like this.
Then where do you suggest Sparkle? Sparksy?
Let's go through what we know so far. Ooh.
I love Ashvale's thought bubbles. Each Slimole will get you a glance from Aha. Raggy opens the wine cellar. Onward stole the Veracity's shadow.
Yeah, it's a complete mess.
Yeah. When Ashvale finally concludes, yeah, it's all just a damn mess.
So, after a bit of thought, Lady Sparksy came up with a brilliant idea. I borrowed a nifty little gadget from a friend. The Unreal Sparks and Spark! No idea how it works, but apparently this light bulb makes you smarter the moment you put it on.
Are they really going for a light bulb moment?
Does this friend know you borrowed it?
Supramod has a gun to our heads, and this is what you're worried about? He'll find out one day.
Yeah, honestly, Sparks has got a point, March. We have a Lord Ravager descending upon us. We may as well do what we can to figure things out.
Well then, I'll go first.
It, doesn't look very reliable. Are you sure about this?
No one trusts anything that Sparksy gives.
No worries. If anything goes wrong, the friend in my head will protect me.
Oh, right, because Evernight, it still exists. Evernight was just having a nice nap. Evernight still exists. She never left. Brain Blast? March Brain Blast?
Doesn't seem to have any effect.
No, it's working perfectly. I get it now. All of it. No need to dance around.
Are you good, March?
Our enemy is a Lord Ravager. There's only one question we need answered. How does Asat Pramod plan to destroy Elation?
Oh, good question. Motivation.
Correction. The effect is very obvious.
Judging by Nanook's habit of picking Lord Ravagers, I wouldn't be surprised if Asat Pramod was once a masked fool, and therefore knows Aha's weakness.
That's some interesting logic.
The Arcadia is like a microcosm of eons and paths. People indulge themselves in fabricated happiness, unable to pull themselves away from it. Many have expressed their concerns. This isn't elation. Aha is playing with fire.
A classic social realist deduction. Old-fashioned. Ooh, but effective. We're closing in on the truth.
Are we?
Yes. The answer is all but revealed.
Is she gonna pull a Sherlock Holmes?
You are Asat Pramod, Sparksy.
Womp womp. Sparksy looks so offended. She's like, what the fuck? How dare you? I should definitely pull on Sparksy when she comes back around.
Do you have evidence?
Damn.
Of course. The truth is so simple that everyone overlooked it. The evidence is... you were the first person I met when I got off the express.
Nope.
If I am Asat Pramod, would you and Grey Hair have been able to walk out of the school alive?
Yeah, also, would I have been able to smack you around with a baseball bat? Sorry, March. I don't think the light bulb is as effective as you were hoping.
Yeah, fair point.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Asat Pramod would not allow themselves to be, like, knocked into a building by a hay batter swing.
Just take that thing off already.
Oh yeah, her eye shine disappeared.
That's weird. I thought I was on the right track.
She was so, like, in the zone, she actually lost her eye shines for that moment.
Deduction isn't about people skills. It's about smart tricks and flawless logic.
The great Sparksy deduction.
Watch and learn. Sparkle, master of the classic whodunit, has entered the chat.
Is this gonna be a Sparksy, like, great Sparksy deduction? Please, let it happen.
You changed your clothes just for this?
First of all, Ouroboros likes to eat. Secondly, whatever they eat disappears completely.
Yeah, pretty much.
Therefore, veracity is also a form of destruction.
True.
This is the classic mystery of one culprit, two identities. The one trying to kill Elation is... the Lord Ravager, Asat Pramod, played by the Veracity!
I mean, I did kind of make a small mention of it's a possibility that it could be one person instead of two, but...
What am I even saying?
Not quite what you were hoping for, Sparkle?
Classic whodunit. This is more like a classic Who's the Dummy.
Well, it is a trick of the elation, so I'm pretty sure that light bulb is not as helpful as you think it is.
I get it now. All this thing does is make wild guesses sound reasonable.
Oh, that's interesting.
So far, that's the most accurate piece of information we've gotten.
I mean, it could work.
No need to be so serious, detective. Why don't you show us what you've got? By the way, what type of detective are you?
Classic detective, I guess.
Me? I'm the tough guy type. I don't waste time on useless details. I aim straight at the heart of the problem.
You sure about that?
You're not wrong. Asat Pramod is Nanook's weapon to assassinate Aha. Whatever his plan may be, the target doesn't change.
Yeah, they're still trying to aim for the elation.
Remember, as far as humanity knows, there are only 3 ways an Eon can fall.
A broader path engulfs a narrower one.
Mm-hmm.
Divine warfare between eons, and the third one. What was it again?
Forcing an Eon to turn away from their own path.
Oh. To turn Aha away from the elation sounds absolutely terrifying.
Whichever it is, none of it sounds remotely connected to Plain Arcadia.
Like, if that's the goal, that's a terrifying one because Aha just, like, embodies elation.
So, what makes you so certain Asat Pramod is here on business, not on vacation?
Because we folks just dug up one heck of a treasure from underground.
The Veraci's carcass.
And in the stories tied to them, we've unearthed more than a few names worth paying attention to.
Okay, detective notes. The yellow should be the... Okay, these are all the same notes that we had. Let's see. I definitely think the Scarecrow is, because he's, like, very subtly mentioned.
Him? He caused trouble in Gotham City a few days ago. Pearl threw him into prison.
Is that a Batman reference? In my Honkai Star Rail? I mean, I didn't think about it when they said the Scarecrow. I thought that was just a nickname. No, they went full throttle on the joke. Okay.
I know. I was the one who caught him.
En route, it was the one who had the oh wait, Dorothy. That's right. Maybe Dorothy?
That's just a title. Anyone with a girlish heart can call themselves Dorothy. Between you and me, Director Sparkle used that name once too. Guess when?
Looks like this clue has a little value to it.
We have the Shepherd is also an interesting one. It can't be Braggy and En route. Those two are like a little too simple.
An old pal who can't stop lying. He goes on and on about death being a solitary feast, but I just saw him last week, alive.
I see you're acquainted. Please, introduce us sometime.
At this point, I'm just kind of like having fun and letting them talk about these guys. We have Braggy. Raji?
Forget it. He's good behind the bar, but slippery as an eel. Ask him to work for Nanook, and he'd run away on the spot.
So he's a coward?
The former bartender of the tavern. Everyone knows him. Couldn't be him.
So it is down to En route.
Right. He's the one I can't stop thinking about. The stories change every time, but they all circle back to the same logic.
I just wanted to hear what what the names were and what Sparksy's reactions were.
En route defeated the Veracity by some means.
Yeah, that is true.
You're right. Then who is this En route? Do you know him? En route.
Oh God, Sampo! God damn, I didn't know Sampo had a... Ooh. Sampo, I did not realize you had a sharp V on your hip bone. God damn! I don't mean to simp for a second, but like, yo. I have a weakness for characters that have that very prevalent sharp V on their hip bone. God damn.
Of course she does.
Oh God, Sampo, hi. Why are you doing back here?
Everyone in the tavern knows that name. Long ago, its owner grew tired of jokes, cast aside his mask, and walked away. Some say he became a mourning actor. Others say he jumped into IX's black hole.
I don't know how you get to IX's black hole without Acheron's help, but
none of that matters. What truly matters is...
Don't tell me you're en route. I highly doubt you are.
That you have my unreal Sparks and Spark.
Oh. You're the one who's... So you're the one that Sparksy stole from... You know what? Nothing of value was lost, Sampo. It's fine.
I knew it.
It's fine, Sampo. Nothing of value was completely lost.
Give it back, give it back! That's a big order my client wants immediately!
Who's your client?
What do you mean, give it back? It just wandered off, and I happened to find it on the way, so I brought it home.
That is like typical me justifying purchasing a plushie. Oh, it just happened to get into my cart, and I just happened to, it just followed me home. Absolutely.
You want it? Here, take it now.
Absolutely not. Wait, right now? This doesn't sound like you at all.
Sparksy character development moment.
No. If it's a no, it's a no. Guess I'll keep it. Bye-bye.
She just like played circles around your head, Sampo.
Get back here!
I'm sorry, Sampo. You kind of stepped into that one.
Sir, do you need to hire a private detective?
I also instantly regret thinking that she just like poofed. She's like, I'm out.
Hey!
Ashrael, now is not the time to be asking for referrals or suggesting referrals.
Can you catch her for me?
Totally.
Of course. I'll have that thing returned to you safe and sound in half a day.
See you in like 12 hours.
But, in exchange, I'd like you to elaborate a bit more on what you were saying.
Oh, so that's why you're here.
Yeah, we're here about en route. God damn, I can't look away now. Now that I'm so hyper aware of that one little detail, my brain is just like distracted to it.
Now, old Sempo's intel isn't cheap. Waiving the fee won't quite cut it, will it?
How much are you looking for?
Name your price.
Ashvale, do you even have the money to pay for it?
Put it on Pearl's tab.
Oh, good God. I'm gonna be pissed. Well, not that Pearl can, you know, identify being angry, but still.
Just kidding. Money talk's boring. Besides, the Astral Express and I go way back. Oh, and I wouldn't scam you two.
Oh, that's so divine. Just, I can't look away. I'm sorry. It's like a Goliath's chest all over again. I can't look away because the definition of the one space. Oh, God.
The en route you're looking for lives up to the name. There's nowhere he can't reach. Only places he hasn't been yet. He's the gold standard of the masked fools. He only shows up where he's least welcome. A morning actor's stage, a friend's wedding, even inside the Veracity's mouth. All for the sake of a good laugh. Oh.
That lines up. Sounds like the origin of the legend.
Damn, I was really hoping for Blade lore this evening.
So, he's a friend of yours.
Somehow doesn't surprise me if en route is a friend of Sampo's. Sampo has friends everywhere.
Not a chance.
Oh, never mind.
Back when old Sempo was still a kid, en route was already a name in the history books.
Fair.
He left the tavern during the Second Prosperity. They say after hearing 30 trillion jokes, he never laughed again.
He never laughed again.
Before he left, en route said one thing that, at the time, no one cared about.
But it's apparently useful now.
Elation has been dead for a long time.
That's either ominous or he was just speaking out of frustration and depression.
Where did he go after he left the tavern?
The tavern has 10,000 mouths, all telling different stories. All I know is this. He said he was headed for the true world's end, and then he vanished without a trace.
True world's end, huh?
How do you know all this?
Oh, I've been around long enough to have my own channels. Just trust old Sempo.
And yet you show up everywhere I go. You're like second to Argenti. Actually, wait. No, Sampo's everywhere constantly. Though technically speaking, because Sampo is quite literally almost everywhere with the exception of Amphorius. No, he's got Argenti beat. Being literally everywhere we go.
And about catching Sparksy.
Oh, right. We gotta catch Sparksy, I forgot.
Leave it to me. I keep my word.
Absolutely. He never steer us wrong, in Sampo we trust. Bao is at least, like, very elegant for someone of his nature. Forbidden deduction. I'm just trying to see if the notes were updated. En route is a fool who loves going to places where he isn't welcome. He left the tavern after the second prosperity, heading to the true world's end. So, March, what do you think?
Almost time to wrap up the assignment again.
Yeah, speaking of wrapping up the assignment, we did have to do our usual thing every single time we start every time we start Honkai Star Rail, we only just get to scratch the surface for just a couple of hours. That's a cute phone case. I didn't notice Ashwell's phone case. That's actually really cute. Nameless honor. Capture one creation, the party car. Yay! Because Zephy cannot stay long tonight. Aww. Sorceress kitty. Sorceress kitty curling around my legs. It's fine. Party hunter! Here we go. We have a long way to go. This is definitely going to be one of those story progressions that's going to take some time. Yo, don't leave us. I have to. It's the very unfortunate thing that I can't like stream for longer than like 2-ish hours during the weekdays. But don't worry, we'll be back for a bit of a longer segment on Saturday. I promise. We won't like go through all of it on Saturday. Unless it just happens to be the way the story crumbles. But yeah, we'll definitely be back for Saturday. That is for absolute certain. We're gonna do a lot more than just scratch the like little tidbit of a surface. Now, had I remembered like a normal person of when the original patch was supposed to drop, we would have done this on Monday, and then we wouldn't have an oddball schedule for next week. But oh well. Oh well, oh well, oh well. But yeah, I usually hate having to skedaddle after so soon, but like, you know, this is a good spot to stop because the one downside with Honkai Star Rail is once the plot gets going, it's impossible to stop and there's like no breathing room. So I think this is my opportunity for some breathing room, and we'll be back for a bit of a longer segment on Saturday. I will laugh if we only have to stream this like for 20 minutes on a Monday and then we have to figure out something else to do. But yeah, it's fine. But anyway, anywho, I am going to head out. You guys have a great rest of your evening. I will catch you all on Saturday for more Honkai Star Rail 4.3. I almost called it 4.2, but I forgot we finished 4.2 literally 2 months ago. But yes, I'll head out. You guys have a great rest of your time. See you all later, okay? Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.